Welcome, everyone, to Castaway the Tundra. I'm your game master, and that loaf of bread you left in the freezer for too long. Grant, allow me to cover some things about our show, our sponsors, and our wonderful prizes tonight. But before I do any of that, throughout our socials the past couple of days, we've been saying that if we raise at least $300 for our charity tonight, the Minnesota Freedom Fund, we would be giving out 2 extra prizes today. Folks, before we even went live, you blew right past that number. So you can, in fact, guarantee that we're going to have 2 extra prizes tonight, and I will tell you what they are shortly. But that also means we're gonna spin the wheel of pain 3 times before we even go to camp. How fun for me! So let me tell you what the hell Castaway even is. We are playing Castaway by Afterthought Committee. This season, our show is sponsored by the fine folks at Plus One XP, who are running a special sale for our entire run of Castaway. If you head on over to plus1xp.com and use code Tundra, you can get 10% off any purchase, and proceeds from those sales will go to our season's charity, Feeding America. So you can benefit 2 great charities for the price of one tonight. Before we begin, Castaway is a survival game where player death and player versus player combat is on the table. We've had 2 players die already. Please see a list of content warnings in the chat by typing !CW and take care of yourself accordingly. Next, a quick guide to how the rules of the game work. There are 2 things you at home need to be aware of. One is our stats. They are physical and mental fortitude. Each character has a modifier in these stats as well as a special skill in each stat. Our players will start this game with a D12, which you'll soon see many of our players are still at. But that dice can lower as they take conditions. This can range from anything physical like injury and hunger, or mental like stress and panic. Anytime they take a condition, they will drop their die down to the next lowest one. If they take 5 conditions, aka lose their D4, their character dies. If you ever want to know what die a castaway is at, look at the top left corner of their window. It'll show you what die they are currently sitting at. If you look at the top right corner of their window, you'll see how many +1 advantages they have. Our charity this week is the Minnesota Freedom Fund. We are taking a brief diversion from Feeding America so that we may support an organization fighting for immigration and judicial reform in Minnesota. In light of the chaos being inflicted by this administration and their armed goons, we'll be focusing squarely on helping the people of Minnesota this week. And as always, fuck ICE. Now, let's go into our donation tiers. If you donate at least $5 tonight, you will be entered into our weekly giveaways. More on this in a bit. $10 will add a +1 to a future roll for a player. $20 will heal a condition for a player. $25 will give them a secret advantage. And every time we hit an increment of $100, I will inflict a random condition on a random player, which I'm going to do 3 times here pretty soon. We have a bunch of prizes tonight. So if you donate at least $5, you'll be entered into a raffle to win one of these 4 fabulous prizes. 1, a PDF copy of The Home We Remember from Tender Vicious Studios, which our own Hamna is in charge of. You can also potentially win an experimental portrait bust from our talented artist friend Nala J. Wu, who you may recall as Smokey from the desert. And since we've raised $300 plus here tonight, you will also have a chance to win a physical copy of Unresolved Sapphic Tension by a Disaster Queer, a favorite here at GMM, or a physical copy and a vinyl soundtrack for the game Monster Care Squad by Sandy Pug Games, one of my personal favorite games. 2 of our players tonight, Mags and Hamna, are also going to be matching the donations they receive and donating it to their own local causes this week. More information on that in the chat. So now, without further ado, and with the anticipation for our castaways firmly in place, why don't we spin the wheel of pain a few times here, folks.
What if we didn't?
Oh, and yet we must. And yet we must. Would you mind saying it for me, Gian? Asia will take the first hit from the Wheel of Pain, bringing her down to a D10. Here comes the second one. Dennis, you are down to a D10 and flipping off God himself. And Deasia a second time back down to a D8. This would be a good time for me to thank all of our gracious donors who healed conditions for our players this week. That would have been really bad for Deasia if you hadn't have done that. And you can still donate throughout the night. Just because we hit our $300 mark doesn't mean we're stopping anytime soon. Every dollar pisses off an ICE agent. So keep going. Now, without further ado, let's go back to the Tundra. We are back at camp. We just had a dramatic challenge whereby reviewing stock footage NASCAR style, we learned that Amber Lynn won last week's immunity challenge. So if there's a vote this week, you are not going to be able to be voted for. Excuse me, when I get caught up on donations, B, you're back to a D10. I did a lot of talking. Here we go. Amber Lynn won immunity, but also during the course of last week, Deasia Cunningham was down with the sickness, so she was not with us last week. She is this week. She's waking up out of a sick stupor to learn that her teammates from Team Ursus, Dave and Maddox, died. Dave, of course, was murdered, or was he property damage? Hard to say legally. And Maddox jumped off a cliff. So here we are with the final five. No vote last week, 4 foxes and 1 bear remaining. Before I have you all roll for initiative, I'm going to give you all a moment to greet Deasia as you come back from that challenge.
Deasia, hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. As I heard a lot of news happen.
Yeah.
You did miss a lot.
Yeah.
Had to
Welcome
see
back.
the rest of y'all's okay. Yeah, thanks. A robot?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the term synthetic android was thrown around a lot, but I'm pretty sure Dave was a robot.
It was
Right.
Aren't all
unexpected.
androids synthetic?
Right.
Isn't that like kind of an like redundant? Synthetic android?
I don't. Yeah, though.
I'm not sure. Maddox was also a ghost, a Pasatsat specifically, and so and Aza kind of looks around at each and every one of you in turn, squinting. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Right. I'm not sure either, as long as I'm not next. Yeah.
Only one way to find out, I suppose. Let's go ahead and set up our initiative for camp. For those who might be new with us this week, all 5 of our players are now going to roll their current die. They're going to tell me what order those come in, and that will determine who gets first dibs at doing things at camp. Yes. And I've just been informed that y'all have hit $400 for the Minnesota Freedom Fund. We have been live for a grand total of 15 minutes, gang. So sincerely, thank you. I love to see the community rally around and support these great causes. Now let's hurt one of these 5 people. Spin the wheel. I can actually see the wheel now. Amber Lynn.
No!
Okay, so
Well,
then just keep me at the D10 then, right?
ironically, Amber Lynn, despite what the graphic was showing, was at a D12, but now she'll be back to a D10 for real.
It saw the future. It saw
Around
the
here,
future.
we call that prognosticating. So, with that out of the way, Amber Lynn, you're now rolling a D10. No one's fully healed. The wheel knows no mercy. Let's all roll our current die, no modifiers, and see who's going first. And I don't mean to sugarcoat this or make it any more scary than it is, but there will be huge implications here. Ozza rolls a 1.
Well, I don't like the way you say that after I roll a 1.
I'm sure it's fine. Dennis rolled a 9, a 5 for Amber Lynn, a 4 for B, and Deja's got a 7. Beautiful. Man of the hour, Dennis Miller. Welcome to the confession cam, Dennis.
It's great to be back, Chet.
Always good to have you. So, a very interesting week last week. A murder, a sacrifice, an immunity challenge, a vote coming up. This is your chance to talk to the good people at home. What would you like them to know about the past week, your game, where your head's at? The floor is yours.
You know what, Chet? I've seen a lot for one man in the last 4 weeks. 3 people on Ursus weren't real people. I don't know what the hell's going on. One of them was a ghost. One of them was a robot. One of them was just AI technology. So I don't know what fucking fever dream I'm in right now, but I know one thing. I was told by the people at home before I got here I wouldn't make it this far. I was told several times I'd be lucky if I made it to week 2. Well, guess what, assholes? Here I am. It's week 4. Look at me now, Grace. Yeah, that's right. I'm here. Where are you? Pilates class? Sure. I believe that. Anyway, Chet, it's great to be here, and I'm here to take it all the fucking way now. No turning back. I got this.
Put it on my tombstone. I got this. Middle fingers up. Well, Dennis, let's see what that new form vigor does for you. But before we do that, Deasia, you're back to a D12. You've had 2 conditions healed by a gracious donor. What you do with that information, I'll let you decide. But for you, Dennis, the choices are as they ever were. At camp, you have 3 options. You can survive. I don't need to tell you, but water, food, shelter, fire, all of those are still important. Fire, maybe not so much for you since you won that heat lamp last week. You can
They
also
all
look
said I
for
was crazy
They all said I was crazy, but who has the heat lamp?
for one
you can-
extra week.
You can look for secrets, of course. Who knows what kind of game-changing advantages might be hiding out there in the tundra? Or maybe you're feeling good. D10, heat lamp, whatever. You can choose to socialize and just reinforce your strategy for this week with no fear of consequence or rolls or wheels.
I'm gonna see if Amberlyn wants to go hunting. I feel like that'd be a great time right now.
This would be a good time for me to remember to say it the first time this week. But in the merge part of the game, you may invite up to 2 people for any task.
Oh shit. Then I'll invite Deasia too with me. Why not?
Up to them if they want to go, of course.
I'll go.
Hell yeah.
And Amberlyn,
Me?
you've been invited to
Did you
hunt with
want to
Dennis
go
and Deasia.
hunting?
Tensions are high
Okay.
in the group chat here tonight, gang. If you
I was
can't tell
checking
by
my
their
blood pressure
faces,
again.
this season's been a little stressful. Amberlyn, do you want to go hunting with Dennis and Deasia?
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Alrighty, floor is yours, Dennis. What do you talk about on this hunting trip?
So, Deasia, obviously how was your recovery the last week with the tent?
Yeah, it's been fine. Apparently, I broke my nose in the process. So that's why I have a makeshift tape on it right now. But other than that, I felt great.
It's kind of slay though.
Thank you.
What?
It's
I love
like what the girlies call K-pop is on it.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah. You had
I should
Maddox
do a
in
Hoa
here. We
Hoa
would
Hoa
have talked about
cover of a
it.
K-pop song.
You know the cover of a K-pop song?
No, I should do a Hoa 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 cover of a K-pop song.
Yes, you should.
Dennis knows what these words mean.
Yeah, slow it down. Hoa, 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 hoa. Yeah, it will work. So, how y'all feeling with the odds and the voting and the dwindling of people not by voting?
Not the best, but not bad either, if that makes any
It's very
sense.
conflicting. I didn't
It's
think I was
very
going to make it this
conflicting.
far, but here I am, which is both scary and awesome.
I'm proud of both of you guys for making this far.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you and me both.
That's like, what is y'all thinking process for the voting?
That's a good question. I think it just comes. I think we're at gut decisions now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think at this point, moving on, it's not about who underperformed or who is like the weakest link on the team. I think right now it's more like
Protecting
you gotta
ourselves.
really protecting ourselves and thinking with your gut.
Like, who's the biggest threat and stuff?
Yeah, unfortunately, it has to come down to that. So, not particularly happy about having to think about voting off foxes, but
Yeah. And if there's any way, what I can convince you guys to keep me here. I know we haven't spent any time together because we've been in separate teams, and then I got sick in the Hearst emergency. But I would love to crack a deal or anything, or I could promise I'm not voting you tonight. There's not much I can offer. I am literally alone.
Well, you got us on this hunting trip,
yeah.
expedition task.
I mean, listen, I'm not. Whatever happened with Dave, I'll take my part in, but from now on, I'm not harming anyone remaining in this competition. You have my word on that.
Good to know.
I guess we'll see how good your word is then, Dennis. Because it is hunting time. So, of course, looking for food out in the tundra, you may choose to forage for edible plants. You may choose to hunt by land or fish by sea. What would you like to do, Dennis?
I think I would like to try to hunt like small game, kind of like
Okay.
not like deer, but like definitely not like super small, like somewhere like in a decent middle.
Well, that'll be up to the dice rolls. I'll tell
That
you
will
that.
be up to the dice roll.
Of
Are
course, the
there
higher
like
the better.
rabbits or
Maybe. Could be.
So I rolled a 7 plus my modifier, but I'm gonna use both of my +1s that I have in my bank to make that a 9.
Okay, a total of 9 for hunting for Dennis. Amberlynn and Deasia, you may also roll a physical roll.
suppose hunting would count as a basic stunt?
Do a backflip while hunting.
Yeah,
Real quick.
just zip zoom parkour.
Sure, just for you.
Well, now we're being crazy now. Like, I could like craft, because we're hunting. I could craft up like a trap or something.
Yeah,
and
you
add my
can.
crafting. Yeah.
You can. Those are allowed.
Yee!
I'm very on record that crafting works
12.
for hunting. 12 for Amberlynn.
14.
14. Here's the sitch, gang. This is the Tundra
Whoa.
rules after all. 2 successes, but Dennis did not find what he was looking for. Dennis is kind of wandering off, getting a little lost, and it's getting colder and windier. It's a tundra after all. So you have 2 choices between you to make, Amberlynn and Deasia. You may choose to get 2 hunting rewards, or you can choose to take 1 hunting reward and prevent Dennis from getting a cold condition.
Won't that cold condition even out because I have the space heater?
Not on the hunting trip, you don't. That's at night.
Damn!
And it's your call. Do you think food, or are you going to be
I will step in on that one. It's actually your call because Dennis is wandering off. He's
Yeah,
about to take the condition.
I'm in the
So
woods.
It's up to you to decide if you want to save him or not.
It's like, Dennis, turn around. But I think Deasia just
wrong
Do you
left.
want us to save you?
And like Deasia will look at Amberlyn and be like, we just had that talk, and I'd rather Dennis not get frozen to death.
Let's get him.
Let's get At least we're bringing back something.
Yes.
Who would like to save America's favorite dad?
I will.
You will,
You
Deasia?
have the higher dice.
Well, yeah. Let's we got the hard days. I'm being a little crazy, actually. What are we rolling? Physical?
You've already rolled, so you rolled for physical. Amber rolled a 12. You rolled a 14. Whichever number remains is what you will find in the hunt.
Okay, so I'll save Dennis.
There you go.
So we got a better thing.
Hunt. Yeah.
Amberlyn running off to go save Dennis from him.
And I'm setting up a trap.
You're setting up a trap, and in that trap, you're going to have to deal with the mighty Arctic hare. This is a creature that can give you a decent amount of meat. It'll feed 2 campers excuse me, let's try that again. It'll feed 2 of you for the entirety of this episode. As long as you beat it in a contested roll, of course. It is the wild animal after all. So here's how this will work for you, Deasia. You're going to roll your current die, no modifiers, and I will roll a current die for the rabbit. If you beat the number I just rolled, you get rabbit meat.
Yay. 12.
That beats a 2.
Yay!
Wasn't going to be that hard. The rabbit rolls with a D6. So you get enough meat to feed at least 2 people for the week.
I hear you, rabbit.
So, Deasia, you are able to go back to camp with food. Amberlyn, you're able to go back to camp with a Dennis. Deasia, how would you like to divvy up that meat?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
And I can't talk to nobody?
I mean, okay, listen, as long as I know by the time the night's over, I'll give you time to think about it. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're so right. Sometimes it takes a player's question to better understand the game. And wouldn't you know it, Deasia, it's your turn on the confession cam. So, Deasia, a lot happened in the last week. 2 deaths, a whole challenge behind while you were recovering from getting baptized like 17 times, I think, by the wilderness itself. There's a vote coming up. You know there's at least 2 murderers in camp, maybe 4, depending on how they view that whole situation. What is Deasia thinking and wanting to say to the fans at home about your game this week, where your head's at, and the upcoming vote?
Guys, don't take a day off. Don't take a sick day. It's what I have learned. Everyone's very something right now. It's going crazy. It's going insane. I'm fighting for me. I have food. I could keep that food. Probably not. I don't know how this vote's going to go. Very nervous of the vote. And I'm just going to do what Deasia does and do it with a smile.
And that's the guarantee you get from Deasia Cunningham, folks. The same options are available to you. You may survive, look for secrets, or socialize.
We are going to look for secrets.
An excellent choice. You can, of course, invite up to 2 people on that trip if you so choose.
Yeah, and I will invite B.
Just B?
Just B.
All right, B. Up to you. Do you want to go look for secrets?
Yeah, B wants to go find some secrets.
Perfect. Floor is yours, Deasia. What do you talk about while you're out there all by your lonesomes?
It's like couldn't do the plan for right now. Too many eyes.
Yeah. That's okay though. I mean, plenty of other opportunities, right?
Right.
And we just got to make sure that we pass this competition.
We gotta pass this vote first.
We can make it through the vote. I'm not worried about that.
I am. I like everybody's playing their cards close to their chest.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get a feel.
And B will like step closer and like loop an arm with Deasia as we're walking. And they're like, I get it, and I understand the worry, the anxiety, but you just keep a level head. You stay cool, calm, and collected, and others will naturally fall into that because you just have that energy about you that people naturally sort of follow your lead. So you come with the energy of being, I got this, I'm in control. I think folks will just naturally fall in line. And I got your back too.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I needed to hear that.
Yeah. So what are we looking for?
What are we looking for? Indeed, a great question.
Amazing
So
question.
we are out in the woods looking for secrets. We're looking for anything that can give us an advantage in this game. That's a mental roll to find those out here in the wilderness.
Okay.
And may I use foraging because I'm looking.
Foraging works. You may use foraging.
Could I use hunting because I'm hunting for secrets?
Is it your physical or mental skill?
That's my physical skill, but in that case, could I use navigation?
Yeah, that makes more sense, actually.
True. You're right.
In fact, I dare say it's better. Just let me know
Um,
what we get on those dice rolls.
I got a 20 because I roll a D12, right? And I landed on
Yeah.
a 12 plus 2, and then I have 6 on mental.
Well, that is
got
the
13.
highest roll you can get in Castaway. And B, what'd you get?
13.
13. Beautiful. Okay. You both find something. Isn't that fun? I'll start with you, B. You find a hidden scroll tied to a high branch in one of the trees. I'm not going to make you make a roll to get it. I'm just telling you where it is.
I want to get that.
You, B, when you unfurl the scroll, learn that you have found the other voting type advantage hiding in this game. You can block another player's vote.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, cool.
As for
Nice.
you,
Very
Deasia,
nice.
you find something very different. You are turning over rocks. You are looking through the snow. You are looking for any hint of an advantage, and you find a gray looking clump of what could be stone, but looks very different from stone, sticking out of a snowbank nearby with wolf prints near it.
Interesting. So it's like, do I follow the footprints, or is just like, oh.
You can grab the thing.
Yeah,
or
grab
you can follow
it.
the wolf prints, I guess, but up to you.
I'll grab the thing.
Listen, I'm a flexible game master. You want wolves? I'll give you fucking wolves.
you just got like I thought I was following wolves here. All right, my bad.
Just checking in, you know?
Thank you for checking in.
Yeah, what kind of GM would I be if I didn't make sure you were safe? So, you pull out a skull from the snow.
That's insane. Hell yeah. Is it like the skull, or am I about to get tricked? I have trust issues, gang.
You've located a skull, is what I will tell you. So, a successful outing, I would say.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Incredibly successful. B will share what they got, what they found with Deasia. Just like, show a face. This is what I got. So happy to use it to our advantage how we can.
And then and then like you'll see Deasia turn around with the skull. And I'll be like, and I found what I was looking for. And wolf tracks. So make sure we don't go that way.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Let me just and the map that Maddox left, they will make a note of where those wolf tracks were at.
This is why I keep you around, B. You're smart.
Well, you'll return to camp, and who you share that information with is up to you. You, of
In
course,
my
have
breasts.
Inconspicuous.
So true.
That'll bring us down to Amberlynn. Amberlynn, welcome to the confession cam. Sorry, a lot of things are
No, it is
happening
just
because the crowd is going banana land. Welcome to the confession cam, Amberlyn. Again,
hello.
you have immunity, so if there's a vote this week, you will not be able to get voted for. So that's a nice little piece of safety around your neck. So I want you to talk to the audience here. What's been going on this week? Where's your head at? What do you want them to know about your game? How are you feeling?
Hi, yes, Amberlyn here. I'm really confused how you murder a robot. I don't understand. Like, do you short circuit them? There are so many questions and they don't seem to be getting answered, and I don't think we're going to get answers. And then there was the Basatsa, and we all have poison links, and I don't trust any food or water. And that it's great. We're having a great time. You'll just see her eye twitch a little bit. She just slowly gets closer to the camera.
Now, what could be causing that, I wonder?
It's fine. She just starts singing Hoa 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 to calm her nerves.
It's probably fine. All right, Amberlyn, we'll take you off of camera and let you go play the game, I guess. Would you like to survive, look for secrets, or socialize?
Ooh, that is a good question. What would looking for the poison be? This is not me saying I'm doing that. I'm just wondering what that would fall under.
I would put that's a great question. Honestly, it has the vibe of a look for secrets sort of thing.
Okay.
It could also be a
And we
survive.
don't-
It could also be its own
We got
thing. I should tell the
some
audience,
food.
every member of the cast received a map and a sprig of a poisonous flower from their fellow fallen contestant, Maddox. So the bonus option for this week is get more of that.
I think I would like to do it.
And here we go. Would you like to bring anyone on the quest for some of that stuff?
I'm gonna bring Dennis and Deasia.
Dennis and Deasia, you are invited to once again hang out with Amberlyn, but this time for a nefarious purpose.
I'm in.
Look, if we can get all of the poison, then no one else can use it.
Dennis had no idea, got called over and had no idea what this was really about, and now he's in this group huddle being like, oh, okay.
Don't worry, we got this. Like, there's no poison around. That means we can have a free game of not hurting each other, like you said, right?
Exactly. Even playing field.
We can just
Even playing
toss it in the river.
Well, maybe not a freshwater source. Maybe we don't throw it in a freshwater source.
It's a plant.
Maybe there's like a cave or like
I did
like a
see
really deep
tracks.
hole.
There's tracks where there's wolves. So if there's wolves, there's caves. Duh. I saw that on the clock at one time.
We could do that.
Asia's really fucking smart, guys.
I tried.
Or we could just
He's on the
rip
fucking
it all
something.
up
She runs a business.
and toss it into the lake.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. If there's wolves, there's caves. If there's
Correct.
caves, there's poison. So let's
That's
use
such
those
great
big
logic.
brains of ours and see if we can
Big brain
locate
Chicago.
Big brain Chicago. Welcome to part
Love you,
4 of a
Abigail.
series with lots of in-jokes. So we're going to make a roll here to locate more of the poison. That's a mental roll for me.
And I was like, I have
I'm
to.
gonna-
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna add my +2 for foraging with this.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah,
foraging. Correct, right?
Yeah, correct.
One could say that
No,
say
Jenna, make
that
the-
I'm
make the
committing to
argument.
the bit of not being killed.
Is that a bit or a survival instinct?
Yes.
Oh boy. This is not the kind of thing that you should throw at a people pleaser, Jenna. I'm going to say more for this one because the other two are using something. And this is not a bit. This is life or death.
I
Life
rolled
is just a bunch
14.
of bits.
It really
trying-
is.
I'm
Like
trying to
this
be
is just
strong
one
here right
big
now,
bit
Jenna. Do you
grant.
mind?
Anyway, Dennis got a 14.
14. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. That's also 14.
Also a
Hell
14.
yeah.
14 for me.
Wow. 14s across the board.
That ain't a lucky number. I don't know what is.
Well, it'll be lucky indeed. You
14s is
find
just 2 7s, so we just got 6 7s. Oh no, I made an internet joke on accident. I walked right into that one.
You
an
did.
internet joke on the
Fuck!
internet.
You ran into it 4 floors, actually.
14
God
times.
damn it! Fuck!
You find a patch of this plant here. This is it's a purple plant, to be completely clear. It's for those of you who are topography nerds out there. It's an Arctic lupine. It's a purple plant that has a vaguely junipery, grapey smell. It's a poison that must be ingested. It's not poisonous to touch, but to eat.
Good.
Just to be clear, so throwing it in the river would not poison the water hole. But if you put that in someone's drink, sure. You each have a high enough roll to pick up an extra sprig of it. So now you each have 2 of them.
Nice. Guys, these look like jasmine.
Pretty, actually.
They really are. It's like LA beauty is always poisonous. That's what I saw on TikTok.
I've been informed that this was not for topography fans, but rather for botany fans. So my
I was
apologies.
wondering how maps and
What the
like
fuck,
things
Grant?
had-
You know, when you put the plan on the map anyway.
I'm a
We're going
cancel,
back to camp.
actually.
Going back to camp.
Okay.
Grant, we're
Everyone's
gonna get
yelling at
canceled by
me.
the science nerds. How do you feel about that?
Great. Let's go. Let's go to B.
Topography is like mountains and valleys and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it, Jenna.
Nailed it.
Listen, I'm improvising a reality survival show. Give me a break. B, welcome to the confession cam. Lots of things are happening in camp and from last week. You witnessed 2 people die in front of you, if we can even call them people. You had a really bad mishap at the challenge last week, but you seem to have rallied back from the danger. People in camp seem to keep running off and doing shit without you. Where is B's head at going into tonight's vote, and what would you like the audience to know about your game and strategy this week?
I guess I'm nervous. I imagine people would vote for Deasia, but I'm happy Deasia has the immunity skull now, so maybe she'll use that to protect herself, because I think it'd be cool to kind of be one of the finals with Deasia, honestly. And I don't know, I don't know how the fuck tonight's gonna go. I just hope I don't go home or get voted off, because I didn't find. Maybe I should get a skull and be like, thanks for a second. I feel like the camera just slowly zooms in on them, like looking away and thinking, and then they kind of snap back. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling good. Maybe things will be different. Maybe things will. I don't fucking know, Chet. I just don't want to go home. I hope I don't go home. That's where I'm at. Or die. Maybe worse to die.
I agree. Dying sounds worse than just getting to go home. But at this point, when you get so far in the competition, anything besides winning feels difficult. So we'll see how you hedge your bets in that regard there, B. As far as you know, you still need to eat, drink, and warm your body as far as protecting yourself from the night ghost. But there's also that pesky vote to worry about. So maybe you don't even have to worry about that kind of thing. So it's up to you. Would you like to look for secrets, socialize, or survive?
I'd like to survive tonight, I think.
Always good to do. Who would you like to invite, if anyone?
I'm gonna invite Azza and Amberlyn.
Ozza and Amberlyn, you've been invited to a hunting outing with B should you choose to accept it.
Sure.
Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Surviving.
It's a
Yeah.
survival.
Wait, hold on. We didn't
To be
actually
clear,
You
to be
saw
specify.
how
clear,
that
let
worked
me
out
be
for
more
Dave.
clear. It is survival. We don't know the nature of
Okay.
that yet. That could be hunting,
Okay.
water, whatever. But it's a
I'm
survival
thinking
mission.
warm shelter.
Could be that.
We have shelter, don't we?
Yeah, we have shelter.
You're good on
so-
shelter.
shelter?
Fire,
Fire
not
as
so
well?
much.
Okay. Let's do a fire.
Okay.
The floor is yours. Amberlyn, you going with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Amberlyn and Ozza and B look into the forest looking for firewood and things to start a fire with. The floor is yours to talk anything you want while you have each other's attention.
I think B is just sort of looking around and trying to find sticks that maybe aren't too soaked to its core. And this
You want to look for them inside the brush of the trees so that they're not on the outer edges.
okay, good deal. I didn't know that. Switch tactics. Okay, so I'll just say it. I'm nervous as fuck tonight. How about y'all?
There's a lot unknown.
Looks
At
at
the
heart
moment.
rate.
How is Deasia? I noticed that you've been spending a lot of time with her lately, Amberlyn.
Well, we've worked on a few sets before, but I wanted to check in on her after the cold challenge. I wanted to make sure there were no hard feelings.
How's she
No.
feeling? Did she?
What did you end up
Well-
finding when you went out with her?
We found, we were just trying to look for some food, but we did find some, but not enough for everyone. But ultimately, I don't have the food, so otherwise I would share it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to know, at this point where everyone's
Yes.
head is at. I feel like.
It's hard to know where your own head is at. If anyone could locate mine, that would be great. Wait, it's right here. Okay, we're good.
Well, at least we can focus on getting warm. That's one thing we can
Yeah.
control.
Yeah. I'm sure that if we just keep going the way that we have, let the wilderness guide us, it's gotten us this far. Can't fail us now.
Yes.
Time to find out if the mantra is true. Ozza, you're all going to be making a physical roll for me to get the supplies needed to make a fire. The DV is 10 for that.
Can I say hunting for sticks?
Yes.
Okay.
I wrestle the sticks with my basic
I
stuff.
shoot the sticks with an arrow.
I got a 13.
Take a 13.
Ooh, I like
I got a
that.
14.
15.
No one's getting lost out there tonight. So you get enough sticks to make a fire here. I would say it's plentiful enough that it will keep you warm through the night as long as someone knows how to start a campfire. Any volunteers to roll for campfire?
I've made a bunch of fires before.
Then you are up. DV 11 to ignite them things.
That'll do. That would be a 13.
13. Congratulations, camp. No one is taking the cold condition tonight. You may all
Thanks for
think
helping.
Yeah.
who chat has dubbed
Thanks
the
for
Murder
inviting me.
Twins and the Hoa Hoa Girl.
I felt like we didn't get to hang out much, so I wanted a chance to hang.
I feel like it's only been a few weeks, but it feels like it's been months since we've gotten to hang out. It's very bizarre. What is
Yeah.
time?
As we're kind of heading back, I think if there's a moment where, for example, when Amberlyn is lighting the fire, if there's a second where B and Azza can have a space, I'm just going to very quickly just whisper to B, Amberlyn seems nervous around us.
She does, and I am trying to see if that's because she's nervous. We might and they make like a little stabbing motion.
She's spending
Or
too much time for Deasia for my liking, personally.
yeah, that's fair.
Just keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
As the vibe shifts in the chat, we bring Azza to the confession cam. Big week for you last week, Azza. You were able to eliminate 2 members of the competition. Well, you eliminated 1. The other one made a decision in front of you. And now you have a vote coming up, a campsite that has a lot of high tensions and a lot of question marks still roaming around. This is your chance to chat with the folks at home. What would you like them to know about your game, the upcoming vote? What's on your mind?
I always feel so comfortable allowing the wilderness to guide me, but right now I feel torn. I feel like the hubris of man is trying to take over me, where my emotions are saying one thing, but logically I don't know if that's the right thing to do, especially with the way things are going. And so I don't know, to be honest. And for the first time that I've been here in what, 4 weeks now that it's been, I feel conflicted and unsure. The vote doesn't scare me, but everything else does.
Tundra will do that to you, unfortunately. But let's see if you can make something happen for yourself here, Azza. You have the last turn of the round, and the floor is yours to survive, look for secrets, or socialize.
I am going to socialize, and I will invite every single member of our camp out into the woods if they would join us. What I tell them about where we're going and what we're doing is that we are going to a funeral, if you will join me.
Everyone's invited, and it's up to you if you attend.
Dave's or Max's?
Both.
Okay. B will go.
B's in.
I mean, it would be rude not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dennis is gonna tag along.
Yeah.
All right,
Deasia
gang.
will be there.
The
As
floor
we-
is yours then. Oh, I'm so sorry, Hamna. I'll
No,
just
no,
set it
go
up for you and you knock
ahead.
him down. This is a socialize, so there's no roles needed. You can ask me at any time. That's what I'm here for. But this is mainly role play and establishing a base floor and talking in character. So the floor is all yours.
We walk through the forest for some time, and B, for you, this is a very familiar path. And eventually we end up, I think you see the mound first before anything else. There is this large snow mound in the middle of the forest, and you can ascertain that underneath it must be Dave's synthetic android body. After all, it's far too cold outside to dig into the ground, and so a underground grave is not really possible at this point. And Maddox's body is lost to the wilderness. So, but around the mound, there are sticks, rocks, plants kind of scattered about. B, again, I think you're the only person that really notices the detail, but these are, especially the plants you notice, are the same ones that grow around here specifically and around the cliffside where Maddox had jumped off of. Tribute to them specifically. And Azza will direct everybody to around the mound of Dave and will clear their throat and say, on this, one of the coldest days that we have been here, we gather to honor the sacrifices of Dave and Maddox. And I hope we can still feel them. They've returned to a place that waits for all of us in the arms of the wilderness. Dave, now with the wilderness, watch over us. Maddox, now with the wilderness, guide us. And they will take a moment and then walk over to Deasia. Deasia, Azza stands in front of you, and she reaches into her deer pelts and pulls out. Above table, I asked Nate for consent for this, so just so you know, and pulls out what looks to be a makeshift necklace, and you can see that it's made of wires. And again, you can put 2 and 2 together. This is Dave's wiring, the veins that ran through his body. And I think maybe this is the first time you've really noticed. I don't know if the other foxes are wearing theirs, but Ozza is wearing a necklace made of deer teeth. And if the others are wearing them, you see, necklaces, bracelets, whatever, made of the same deer teeth as well. And the others, you being the only one without one, Ozza holds up this wire necklace to you and says, "May I?"
You may.
And they step behind you and kind of reach around, and they twist this wire necklace around your neck, closing it hopefully in a length that is comfortable for Deasia. Obviously not being able to measure anything beforehand, but they put that, and then they walk back in front of you, and they look at you first before anyone else. And she says, "Do you want to say some words for the bears that the wilderness has taken?"
It'd be rude if I didn't. And it's like, I'm sorry to the Dave and Maddox that I wasn't here, that I had to be sick. Once again, I disappointed my team. I keep on saying I'll be doing better, but I failed again, and I hope you guys find peace. So, like, steps back.
Ozza just looks silently around the group in case anyone else has anything to say.
I think peace is a good thing to wish, and so yeah, hope y'all are at peace. I'm sorry again. Whispers the last part.
Dave, I didn't get to know you very well, but you are very dexterous in mittens, and I respect that. Seriously, there's only like 2. I don't know how. Oh, do you think
Yeah,
it's
no,
because
he
of
was
the
great at that.
robotics? Because he was so dexterous?
The
Oh.
gas is held in his hands. I can only
You're
imagine.
smart. You're smart.
That would make sense. Dave, you rascal.
Dave and Maddox were good competitors. They were really tough, and they put everything into it. I can only hope that we all can continue to do that through the rest of the competition together.
And Ozza nods and looks out at the rest of the campers and says, "I know it's hard to understand, but this is part of the cycle of life. The wilderness takes and it gives, and we only do what is necessary to survive." And at that, Ozza is looking particularly at Amberlynn and Dennis when she says that.
All right, I'll give you all your final moments at this funeral to say whatever you would like in response.
I think once everybody has said their share, B is kind of like, I was like, this was really, really nice.
Yeah, this was thoughtful.
Thank you. I figured that we should honor their sacrifices so that it wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
I suppose
I'm gonna go get more now.
A good choice. I suppose we'll see if the tundra, the wilderness, appreciates sentimentality. But we'll only find that out once we go back to camp because you have an important job to do first, and that's attend the vote. I have been told by the shadowy producers that you can now use exclamation point code callus in the chat. I don't know what that's about, but have fun.
Hate that.
As
I
for
hate
the
that a
rest
lot.
of you,
Fuck does that mean?
I guess we'll find out. As for the rest of you, you begin the trek to the castaway cabin. The, of course, lonely cabin with no furniture and no electricity, but a roaring fire and a Chet Cheddar inside of it. You grab the torches that represent your life. Chet Cheddar is there, of course, not wearing a hat because votes are a formal occasion. And sitting on his favorite stool, he slaps his knees and says, well, I didn't get a chance to see you all here last week. We instead had a rendezvous in your camp because we lost 2 players by other methods. So I'm glad to see you all here this time. Amberlynn, was the vibe at camp different this week now that the cold embrace of death is a known factor in this game, or is it back to playing the game as written and strategizing and making alliances?
I think it's a little column A, column B. I think tensions are high. I know I'm feeling stressed and I'm overthinking things, but I think that's just maybe my mind and, the game getting to me. I'm among friends after all.
I hear it time and time again every season. You get to this point in the season, the votes, the eliminations, whatever you want to call them, just get more difficult. Deasia, is there a difficulty in choosing someone to get rid of this week? Or is it now the part of the game where we start seeing our competitors as steps on the way to victory?
It's difficult because my team is gone and I barely had time to get to know everyone. So it's like gonna be heart-wrenching to vote someone out. We barely know everyone at this.
Friendships start being forged out here and these things start getting difficult. So Azza, I'll ask you, when you lose 2 players to death and now it's time to go back to a vote, there's a lot of looming questions that come with, how do I choose? What does someone have? How will they play when they're on the jury? So what kind of things do you have to juggle to ensure that not only you make it this week, but you're in the best position to win?
I think that when Maddox took me to that cliffside last week, he left me dangling over its edge. And I think I'm realizing that today.
This is definitely that point. This is where it starts getting real a little bit later into the merge. B, for you, what is it that you are seeing from your fellow competitors that gives you cause to worry? Or do you have a clear cut path to victory at this point, do you think?
I think we're all a little bit cagey right now. And I don't know. I think that can sometimes lead us to make silly decisions.
Making silly decisions have won and lost this game. Dennis, when you hear B say something like that, at this point in the game, at this point in the vote, when there's on the verge of being 4 people left, what would a silly decision be right now?
I think silly decisions are only brought to light until after the fact. I think only in the moment you can make your best judgment and see what happens afterwards. There's really no telling what's a silly decision and what's a smart decision until everything's laid out in front of you.
And fun question for all 5 of you. By a show of hands, who feels confident that they have all the information they need this week? Well, isn't that exciting? With that, it is time to vote. If you have a voting advantage and you want to use it, you will tell me that you are using it during your vote when you cast it. You are going to send me a direct message with the name of the character you want to eliminate. Good luck. I can feel the anguish from all over the country being thrown at me directly. And yet, even though the anguish is there, the votes come nonetheless. The game is played after all. Okay, looks like all the votes are in. If anyone has a hidden immunity skull and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I'm going to
My
use an
necklace doesn't
immunity
count as a
skull.
skull, right?
Correct. You could not vote for Amberlynn anyway. You were safe.
I would like to use my immunity skull on myself.
I like to
Ozza is
use mine on
presenting.
myself.
Things are getting interesting in the Tundra. Okay, order of operations. Ozza, you present your skull to Chat Cheddar. He holds it up and says, "This is a legitimate immunity skull. All votes against Ozza will not count." Deasia, you hold up your skull to Chat Cheddar. He looks at, examines it, looks at the bottom, and says, "This is not a hidden immunity skull. In fact, I think this belongs to a person." He looks under the skull. It says use code Callus for a free game inspired by Castaway the Tundra.
Damn, that was good.
Damn, that was great.
good. You know what? I'll give you that.
That was
credit.
good. That
Well,
was
bet.
good.
Well, I'm
That was
sure they're
good.
fine, and our papers are in order. He throws a skull behind him into the campfire.
That was good.
With that, unless anyone else has something they'd like to play, I will read the votes. Oh, before I read the votes, I do need to send a quick message to someone. So here we go. The votes are in. First vote, Ozza. Second vote, Ozza. Third vote, Ozza. Fourth vote, Ozza. Fifth vote, Ozza. A vote was stolen during this vote, so every single vote cast does not count. Which means, castaways, a new decision has to be made. There will be a new vote. You cannot vote for Amberlynn because she has the immunity necklace. You cannot vote for Ozza because they've played the immunity skull. And since Dennis, B, and Deasia all received the same number of votes, 0, they are the only ones you can vote for. And just to make sure I say it, you cannot use a voting advantage in a revote. So you may now cast your new votes. Since there are 3 people who are up for elimination, all 5 of you will vote. I have not been sent any votes, but I've been sent a lot of cuss words. Yep, a lot of cussing being sent to me at
You
the
deserve it,
moment.
honestly.
Not my fault.
Yes, it is.
even though I get a sick pleasure from all of this, it's not my fault. Okay, the votes are in. No skulls to play, no advantages to be given. I will now read the votes. First vote, Dennis. Second vote, B. Third vote, Dennis. Fourth vote, B. One vote remaining. The fifth vote and I suppose that would be the sixth person eliminated from Castaway the Tundra, B. That is a majority. That is enough. You must bring me your torch. Blue, the floor is yours to do and say whatever you would like on your way out of the competition with your full cast present.
Well, fuck. It's been real. They will give their advantage to take away someone's vote to Deasia, I think. And if Iagapis will allow it, V would outstretch their hands for a hug.
Dennis
Ozza
will
is
like
excitedly
bear
missing from that
hugs.
hug.
Sorry, I heard two voices at once. I heard Dennis is and Ozza is not. Okay. Amberlynn?
Yeah, I'm going to hug.
V passed him on the back. Shoots a wink at Ozza, and will join their side next to Chet.
I respect it. B, the team has made their decision. Your torch is snuffed, and you are escorted to the fancy hotel, the third member of our jury. Blue, an absolute honor to have you on Castaway the
Thank
Tundra,
you.
one of my favorite players and performers in the AP space. If you at home, like me and the rest of us, and if you had any sense in your head, fell in love with Blue during the course of this game, Blue, where can people find more of you?
You can find me in the internet streets as King V, and that's King with a Y, sometimes with an underscore at the end, depending what platform, and everywhere Batty Barts is. All Black, all trans, all queer, actual play studio, and y'all should listen to our work. It's pretty fun, if I do say so myself.
I will echo the sentiment. Batty Bard's one of my favorite shows to catch, and a big pleasure for me to play with GM4 and make friends with Blue. But unfortunately, at least for the time being, your time on the Tundra has ended. We will see you again in week 6 for the jury vote, but for now, farewell, B.
Bye, y'all.
And we fade their image from the Tundra. Well, a dramatic vote is now behind us, and so begins the long trek back to camp to think about what you've done. And to further make it so you can think about what you've done, how about we take a quick break, gang? We will be back in 10 minutes. Feel free to keep donating to Minnesota Freedom Fund, and we will be back with more exciting Castaway action. See you soon, gang. Welcome back to Castaway the Tundra. We are raising funds for the Minnesota Freedom Fund, and we have currently raised $475 for that charity. So thank you all for your generosity. That also means we're $25 away from inflicting random pain in the world, a mere secret advantage towards our favorite player away. What a deal. We just came back from a very dramatic voting ceremony. Azza had a vote stolen. Every single vote was against them, and yet they are returning to camp. A skillful, tactful, intelligent immunity skull played, a false idol found, and B suffered the consequences and was eliminated. So we bring you all back to camp before you all tuck yourselves in for the night with a roaring fire and no water in your system. What do we all talk about in the wake of the vote?
Dennis is just keeping himself in the corner. He might have picked up a twig and started drawing pictures of birds that he might have seen in the woods on the walk back. He's really scared to talk, guys.
Yeah, I think DH is also sitting alone. She probably took the necklace off her right now and just like playing with it and just thinking about. I was like thinking about her bears right now, feeling like heartbroken for a moment, nervous.
I think
Amberlynn will walk up to Azza if she'll allow her.
Yeah, I mean, Azza's, I think, like just around the camp.
Hey, I'm sorry. That couldn't have been easier. Felt very good.
Amberlynn, you should never apologize for the things that you've done. You need to own it. I'd never apologize for Dave.
I mean, I'm not owning my actions. I'm sorry if your feelings are hurt, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I think this is clarifying more than anything.
Okay. Well, if you want to talk, I'll be over there.
Thank you. And Azza will get up and walk over to wherever Dennis is. Where is Dennis, by the way? You said in a corner, but like, paint me a picture.
He's probably like on the log farthest from like where the campfire's set up, right directly next to his tiny little space heater that is on its last leg.
And Azza will walk up and will say, I think you owe me that. And they will reach down without waiting for an answer and will take the space heater.
Okay. That's fine.
And they walk away.
All right.
Just takes it. All right. That's how things go out here. Eat or be eaten, right? Okie dokie, gang. Well, let's do a little recap on your survival skills here. First things first, Deasia, you got rabbit meat. You have 2 uses of that. You can either use that on yourself twice, or you can choose to share it with somebody.
Am I able to eat one now and save one for later? Or did both have to be used right now?
It'll go bad before next week. So this is a here and now situation. We might be in a tundra, but it doesn't act like a freezer.
Why not? I think she would eat one and then she would give the other one to Amberlynn because Amberlynn took care of her in the medical tent. Not all week, but past few hours.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So then just to cover our bases here, fire, check. No one's taking the cold condition. Azza especially won't because they took something. they took a heat lamp. Shelter built. It's functional. No one drank water, so you will all take a dehydrated condition. Amberlynn, that brings you down to a D8. Azza, you're down to a D8. Deasia, you'll go back down to a D10. And Dennis, you're at a D8. For those who didn't eat, which is currently Azza and Dennis, that's a hunger condition. So Ozzy, you're down to a D6, and Dennis, you're down to a D6. And then there's the whole pesky problem of the weather table. And I need to let you know for this week, gang, there is something odd and eerie about the weather.
What is
Something,
that? The weather's fine.
something
I just checked the
spectral.
forecast.
If you would check the forecast, you would feel a foreboding presence, an unnatural increase to the danger you are facing, a ghost die being rolled, if you will. And you can probably guess which ghost sent the ghost die to the weather table, because you are facing an avalanche.
Fuck.
As the night falls and the wolves howl and the winds pick up near a hill, and an inordinate amount of snow comes barreling down towards your shelter. This is very simply a situation where you have to hope and pray that your shelter has been built well enough to endure it. And the only way for that to happen is for all of you to roll, and the majority of you have to clear a DV of 15. If you can't hit a
Is this just
15,
a
of
flat roll,
course,
or do
you
we
have
add
to hit
modifiers to it?
This is a shelter roll, so it'd be your physical
Okay.
modifier.
And as a
But before we do that, I have to make this even
fuck.
harder, because we have hit $505 raised for Minnesota
In this
Freedom
economy?
Fund. In this economy, we must spin the wheel of pain. No one said the Tundra was kind. Wow, what a small wheel now. 4 names. How lonely. Dennis has taken a random condition and is down to a D4. So while they're rolling these die here, folks, this would be a great time for you at home to consider donating to your favorite castaway in case things are looking dicey for them.
I'll start begging on Blue Sky again. I'm not above it.
do it.
Those of
Offer
you who
I'll do
sexy
it here.
pictures.
I'll do it here. Hey,
Yes.
listen.
This is that time where you have to hit the
I do?
highest
I thought I
possible
spent them
number on
all.
your die to pass.
Oh
If
shit,
you
I guess
can't
I didn't.
hit
I have a
it.
question, GM, because you never
The
told
dice are
me
coming
to
back
remove
out.
it from my thing yet. And you said you would let me know. I have the shelter bonus from the first challenge. You told me I can highlight it, but you never told me to take it off.
Take it off.
Not yet. I already here. You can't do that. I'm here to propose it. Too late. I have the
did
knowledge
say-
of building shelter.
We're
and I
gonna
was
use our
very-
sympathetic. We're gonna use our sympathy ability, Grant.
Yeah. So can I use my shelter ability? I feel like that's fair.
I don't think I took that off, and I did say as long as you have the supplies, you can use it. So yeah,
That's an 8 on the die,
Hey.
which is the
And
highest I can
you-
roll. And it's the
okay.
first time I ever rolled this D8. So I like this dice set. Look at
Amberlyn
them, they're
passes.
tiny and shiny.
I also passed. I crit. I hit a 4.
We found the crit.
Wait, what are we
Sorry.
doing? Physical or mental? What was this again?
Physical.
Physical. I got all 15. I believe. Yeah, if I use one of my dice, I would get a 15.
Okay.
So I'm using one of my thingies.
And then Azza.
Got a 3 on a d6, so no dice.
It doesn't really matter because 3 out of 4 pass, which means the DV of 15 is cleared. The avalanche does not destroy your cabin or give you all a condition. Oh. Oh, no, that wouldn't matter. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, I will recap that later. So, with that out of the way. Nothing, we're good. We're good. That was more of a note for me, and then I did some quick math and realized that the thing that was requested would not have been in effect anyway. You survive an avalanche. Great job, gang. We'll see things are doable and possible in Castaway the Tundra. But the game continues, and it is time for your next challenge. You are brought out into the middle of goddamn nowhere. This is a portion of the tundra you have not seen before. Wide open spaces and a big, dense forest, one you have not explored for things like water and food as of yet. The tundra seems to have an unlimited expanse to it. You see Chet Cheddar standing before you and gesturing, holding 4 little velvet bags in his hands. And he says, "Welcome, castaways, to your next challenge. A little challenge that we have dubbed, as soon as my page loads, Compass in the Snow." You've probably noticed that I have these 4 little bags for you, and he tosses one to each of you. Inside of that bag is something that every basic survivalist needs to make it out in the middle of nowhere when they are lost: a compass. You are going to be using this compass to locate somewhere in the tundra 4 puzzle pieces. The compass will, if you follow it north, south, east, and west, will lead you to the puzzle piece, as long as you follow the compass correctly. True north, true south, true west, true east. Once you've located all 4 of your puzzle pieces, you will bring them back here, and you will build a puzzle with 4 pieces on it. Something anyone can do, I'm sure. That shouldn't be that difficult. The first person to successfully build their puzzle wins immunity and is guaranteed a spot in the final 3 next week, which I don't need to tell you gives you a 1 in 3 shot of winning Castaway the Tundra. Now, I have been told by legal to warn you that getting lost out there could have consequences, and that there have been wolves spotted. So just be on the lookout for that, okay?
Yeah, where there's tracks, there's wolves, and where there's wolves, there's caves.
And where there's caves,
There's wolves.
and poison. Now, what this means mechanically for you, castaways, is I'm going to have you make mental rolls during the course of this particular challenge to find a puzzle piece. You just need to clear a DV of 10. Oh, nope, excuse me. I lied to you. You just need to clear a DV of 11. If you roll a 9 or a 10, you are lost and will have to roll again to get back on track. If you roll an 8 or lower, well, there's wolves out there. Thank you to the shadowy producer in my ear that no one else can hear. Dennis, you are back to a D6.
Thank God! Dennis does say fuck ice. If you want to help an ice agent eat fucking asphalt, you're gonna kill Dennis.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Science.
You know, I believe him. I believe him so hard right now. So, once you've acquired all 4 puzzle pieces, you're going to pass that DV11 roll 4 times total, north, south, east, and west. You'll bring it back to here, and then you're going to roll that mental die until you've hit a total of 40. It's a cumulative, so every roll you will add on top of it every round.
Can I use my foraging skill?
I'll take that.
To locate puzzle pieces?
Yeah, if you got foraging, if you've got navigation, if you've got anything that's good for tracking, yeah, you can do that sort of
I'm
thing.
really trying to find a way
That's
to
a
commit to the bit
14
here.
on
Struggling.
I'm gonna commune with the wilderness, which I assume will help me.
I think everyone here is able to pass this one without dying, but we'll see. Castaways, on your marks, get set, roll. The DV is 11. We're all going north first.
That's a 14 on the first roll for Dennis.
Dennis
I got an
finds a puzzle
11
piece.
exactly.
Ozza finds a puzzle piece.
12.
Amberlynn, puzzle piece.
Start doing math. 18?
That does it. 18 will do it. going northbound. No problem. Everyone finds it. Now we're going to have the other direction, colloquially known as south. Everyone make your physical rolls. I'm once again looking for 11s.
Oh, this is physical this time?
I meant mental.
Physical. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I-
Okay, I was
don't
like,
thank
confuse
God.
the 2
Scare
hours.
me
Nope.
like that
That's
ever
on me.
again.
That is on me. I'm glad someone is paying attention.
What was the DV on that?
11
Hit it 11 on the dot.
on the dot. Dennis has got the puzzle piece.
12.
12 for Deasia.
11 on the dot.
Another 12.
A little bit more challenging, but everyone's located there. Why don't we head east next? Not to be confused with Weast. Going
I
east.
damn it, you stole my joke!
I'm in your head, Mags. DV is 11 going east.
$12.
Dennis has got it.
14.
11.
Deasia and Amber Lynn got it.
I rolled an 8.
8. So you will not locate your puzzle piece, but you will locate a wolf. A hungry looking wolf, I might add. So the situation you find yourself in here, Azza, is you are in a contested role environment. Yes.
What if I don't fight the wolf? Am I still contested?
This is not a fight. This is getting away from it.
What if I'm not trying to get away from it? What if I try to
Interesting.
do something else?
I'm listening.
Ozza has a very special relationship to the wilderness. Can I argue that I would like to do a commune with the wilderness role to try and connect with this wolf?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let me just roll for wolf here. Yeah, cool. Your DV is a 7.
Okay. Oh, I literally can't fail because I have a +7 to this roll and D6. So
Well, in hindsight, maybe using a D8 to set the DV for a high mental roll was not my best idea, but hey, you are able to commune with the wolf and avoid it. Go ahead and tell me how you do it.
Ozza sees the wolf and sees past the surface level aggression that perhaps most people would see, and instead sees through that into its base instincts, into what it's doing, which is what we're all doing out here, which is just trying to survive. That's all it's doing. And I have no reason to fear that. And it has no reason to fear me. And so I get down on both my knees and I allow the wolf to approach me. And when it does, I will slowly reach out a hand and pet it.
There is an understanding between you and this creature of nature. It is pet, it nods, and it heads back into the forest. Not a puzzle piece, but a wolf friend. So the rest of you are going to roll to find your puzzle piece in the west. Ozza, you're still looking in the east. Evie is still 11. Jenna, you have been healed. Amberlyn, you can go to a D10. The donations coming in hot and fast. Thank you, everyone, for helping us fight fascism here tonight.
I got a 9, so I think that means I'm lost.
You are lost. No wolf this time. Still looking for a puzzle piece out east.
Oh, I do have +1s. That's true. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to use 2 of them and make that an 11.
There we go. Let's get out of the forest in the east. How'd the rest of y'all do in the west?
19.
14.
These are crushing it.
Hold on, math. My brain
Almost
just
got it.
completely just short-circuited. It's an 8 on the die. The 13, sorry.
Oh, Lord, my brain short circuited for a while. It's like,
I was like, these are
Mental
numbers.
math is hard, guys.
I was like, a +6 and then foraging.
I'm just here to make silly jokes with my friends, and now we got numbers involved. What the fuck?
I know, a math game.
And now it's going to get even harder math. Now we have to do addition.
God damn it.
Okay, so Ozza, you are still looking for your puzzle pieces out in the west with your compass. You still have the DV of 11. The other 3 of you are going to roll for mental, and it's a first to 40 situation each round. We're going to keep adding on top of it, okay?
Okay.
11 exactly.
Ozza in this thing comes back into the game. And then let me know what you
14.
three get. 14 for Amberlynn.
12.
12 for Dennis.
Sorry, math. 8.
8 total for Deasia. Now everyone is building the puzzle. It's first to 40. Everyone roll again for your mental.
12.
That was Azza, I heard, for 12. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can
Uh,
add for this right now, too, right?
It's your mental rolls. So
Well,
no.
I meant like skills,
Unless
like
you have a skill in puzzledry.
skill in
Dennis
foraging.
got a
Looking
10.
for the answer.
12
Dennis
plus
got a
4.
10.
Oh.
12 for Deasia. Amberlynn?
Same, 12.
12. Okay, Amberlynn is closest to solving this thing. Let's get another roll going.
13.
13 for Azza. Pretty good.
And 11, but I think I have a +1, so I'm going to use that to make it a 12.
I got a 9.
9 for Dennis and Deasia.
I have a 9 plus 6, and I'm going to use all 8, and that should get me to 43.
All of the plus
Ooh.
ones. So that was 9 plus 6.
6 plus 8. I have 8 d6. 8 die plus 1.
Sure, do it. Yeah, with a sizable assist from all of those donations from the audience. Thank you, generous donors. Deasia wins immunity.
Let's
Cannot
go!
be voted for at
She
the
will chair.
next vote.
She would be howling and be like, "Yes, that's for you, Bears!"
That's
Go Bears.
the only time Grant will ever say that.
I'm sure. Okay, so the challenge won a sizable victory as you return to camp here. And we are right at the 2-hour mark with a camp and a final vote approaching. So here's what I'll ask for each of you. Would you like a camp scene before the vote next week, or would you like a week to plan for your camp scene?
I'm cool either way.
Sheer indifference across the faces of the cast of Castaway the
I feel like
Tundra.
I would like a
I'm
week to
trying
plan.
think.
Let's have a
I
week to
also
plan.
kind of would like a week to.
Because we're a little
Think on
scatterbrained
it.
right now, and I think it might be wise.
Brains are cooked, blood pressures are high, and several dollars raised for our charity, the Minnesota Freedom Fund. Folks, I think that is a great place to cut it off for this week. Thank you to everyone who came out and supported and showed out. In total, we raised $545 for the Minnesota Freedom Fund. I appreciate all of you. This has been a challenging time in America. Quite frankly, it's been a challenging time since 1776. We're just kind of working on borrowed time here if you're a regular person, but we're doing our best to offset that. So thank you. Back against the encroaching tide of fascism. We're going to be doing a few more of these streams here this week. If you stop by tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Pacific, I will be GMing a game called Yuletide Combat Family Fate of the World Edition. If you like chaotic PvP games, and I know you do because you're here tonight, you are going to love tomorrow's game, heavily influenced by fighting games like Mortal Kombat and Smash Brothers and Marvel vs. Capcom, as we raise funds to assist and donate money to the frontline organizers of the Minnesota protests, going towards that crowdfunding scene. Then on Friday, you can come by and see one of our co-producers here, Taz, aka Reader and Rogue, run a game of Why We Fight, which is a GM-less solar punk community building RPG of specifically about fighting fascism. And they'll be raising funds for the Women's Minnesota Fund, specifically raising funds towards their immigration assistance programs. So we'll be here all week. So please stop by. We can raise so much more. We can really help the folks out there in Minnesota. Thank you to the cast here tonight. Give them a round of applause here, chat. They really put themselves to the ringer a week of stress. I don't think Jenna's heart rate has gotten under 100 at any point here tonight.
No, it got to 69 at one point.
Nice.
It got to 69 at one point.
We did it, gang. We got her to calm down. But you are all probably sticking around at the end of the stream because you want to know who's winning those incredible prizes we have here tonight, of which there are 4 of them. So I will collect that information from our shadowy producers. They are typing for me. They are crunching the numbers. They're spinning a wheel. They're remembering that the wheel is for pain and not for helping. So they are putting a different wheel out.
It's getting really convoluted out here.
Well, isn't this fun? Okay. First and foremost, winning a PDF copy of The Home We Remember from Tender Vicious Studios. That is going to Alyssa. Thank you for donating. We'll get that link over to you. You are in for a real treat. Hey, stream Lori's House while you're at it. That's a great podcast. One of my personal favorites. And someone here has a sizable hand in making that show. Yes. I have been informed that while I was doing this whole bit, you raised an additional $100. An additional $100 just got donated to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. And I mean, they're all here anyway. Why don't we just spin the wheel? Why don't we?
Don't sound so excited about that.
Why
I'm
not?
excited for charity, but I'm screaming about this wheel.
And what do you know it, Mags? It's
Dennis.
you, Dennis. You are down to a D4.
If you want to feed families next week, guys,
if you would
help the
families,
people, feed
We will be
families
back
and feed
to-
ICE agents bricks. I mean,
yes,
do your civic duty.
correct.
You could also do your civic duty by sending money to Aza, though. So
Yeah.
You could also
Truly
send your
any-
money by sending to Deasia also. And we're all throwing out names. And Amberlynn.
Yeah.
One of us is one bad roll away from dying. So
you have friends.
I do have friends.
In all the wrong places. Okay, so Alyssa, you get Tender Vicious Studios, The Home You Remember. Got a $100 donation. God bless you. Our second prize winning, what the fuck are they winning? Experimental portrait busts from Knowledge A. Woo. That is going to Courtney. Thank you for donating. What a treat. I'm jelly of you, my friend. Going into the third one, our bonus prize, winning a physical copy of Unresolved Sapphic Tension by a Disaster Queer. That's going to Riley. Thank you for donating here tonight. Games creator getting a game themselves. Do love to see it. Let's give back to the homies. And our final one, the grand prize of this week, winning a physical copy and the vinyl soundtrack that comes with the game, Monster Care Squad. Again, one of my favorites by Sandy Pug Games. That is going to Sweetcoat. Thank you.
That's my
all.
bestie right there.
There you go.
That's how we go.
If you were named tonight, I will be gathering your emails and physical addresses so we can get you your cool swag. Again, 645 Jesus Christ dollars for the Minnesota Freedom Fund. I appreciate you. Minnesota appreciates you. God damn it, America appreciates you. So we'll be back next week. We'll be back raising funds for Feeding America, going back to getting food for families. If you come with the same gusto, we can feed 60,000 people. We can provide 60,000 meals with that kind of money. I think 6,000. It's big. It's a big number. Okay, it's more food than you can think of. So come back next week. We're gonna knock it down to a final 3, and then we're gonna only have 2 weeks left of the Castaway the Tundra gang. So until then, we'll see you in the wilderness. Bye, everybody.